2b minus r.
So what is the number of signature? How can you get? 2 into index minus rank. So signature will be nothing but 2 into index minus rank. Okay. So far it is clear to everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now thereafter we will go to positive definite matrix. Positive definite matrix. Positive definite quadratic form. If you understand one definition of this one, positive, then you can go for semi-positive and positive semi-definite, positive definite, positive semi-definite, negative definite, negative semi-definite, and indefinite. These are the 5 things we will discuss here. So positive definite, positive definite, a quadratic form. A quadratic form, QF stands for quadratic form. Q for quadratic, F for form. A quadratic form Q equal to S transpose AX, where determinant of A is non-zero. Where determinant of A is non-zero. Why we are putting this restriction? If I say determinant of A is 0, what will happen? At least one of the eigenvalue of the matrix A will be 0. At least one of the eigenvalue of the matrix A will be 0. Then automatically the determinant of the matrix will be 0. So I am taking in such a manner that none of the eigenvalues are 0. Meaning of determinant of A is non-zero means none of the eigenvalues of A are 0. If I consider one of the eigenvalues 0 and other two are non-zero, suppose these two are non-zero, but one is 0. Then if you take the determinant of this matrix, surely you will get the determinant will be 0. Surely. Even though it is two eigenvalues are 0, then also determinant will be 0. At least one is 0 means determinant will be 0. It may be any number. Okay, if minimum is 1, if there is no 0 eigenvalues, then we cannot say the determinant will be 0. Okay. Now another concept you may be knowing. If a determinant of the matrix is non-zero, then what type of matrix is this? If determinant of A is 0, what is the what type of matrix is that?
Non-singular.
Yeah, if determinant non-zero, it is non-singular. If determinant 0,
Singular.
Singular matrix.
no, if determinant is 0, then if determinant is 0, then it is singular.
Singular matrix.
Okay, A will be singular if the determinant is 0. If the determinant is non-zero, then A is said to be non-singular. Okay, so in that case, if determinant is non-zero, then only we can define the means none of the eigenvalues are 0. Then we can define the positive definite matrix, the positive definite quadratic form. So a quadratic form Q equal to X transpose AX, where determinant of A is non-zero, is said to be positive definite. Positive definite if the index is equal to the range is equal to, so here you can write the quadratic form Q equal to X transpose AX, where A determinant with, you write here, with n variables, with n variables you write here, with n variables or unknowns, where determinant of A is non-zero. Is said to be positive definite if index is equal to range is equal to number of unknowns. If there are n variables, what will be the order of A? The matrix A, can you tell me? If there are n variables, for example, suppose I take x as x1, x2, x3. How many variables are there? How many variables are there?
3.
3 variables. Now, can you tell me what is the corresponding order? What is the corresponding matrix order of the matrix A? If I take x equal to x1, x2, x3, then what will be the order of the matrix A?
3 cross 3.
3 cross 3. Okay. If A is not a 3 cross 3 matrix, we cannot find the product of A and X or X transpose and A. We cannot find. So that's why if there are 3 unknowns, then definitely the matrix will be order 3 cross 3. In the same way, here I am taking n variables. Then what will be the order of the matrix A? What will be the order of the matrix A?
N cross N.
Cross
N
and
plus n. Okay. Now come to this definition. The quadratic form Q equal to S with n variables. With n variables. With n variables, where determinant is non-zero. That means all the eigenvalues either positive or negative. But here P is given equal to R. So that I will come later. All the eigenvalues are non-zero. Is said to be positive definite if P equal to R equal to n. What does it mean? Expression. What is the meaning of this expression? Then you can easily decide whether it is positive definite or not. What is the meaning of this one? What is P?
Sir, if
Index.
rank and
Index.
the,
What is the definition of index?
so the positive terms in the canon
In the canonical form. Okay. Now what is your R?
non-zero terms in
Rank,
What is the definition of rank?
non-zero terms
non-zero terms in the
Non-zero
canonical form.
It will be maybe positive, maybe negative.
Yes,
Yes
sir.
or no?
Yes, sir.
But here it is equal to P means what does it mean? All the eigenvalues must be
Positive.
positive. All the eigenvalues must be positive. And they should equal to the number of unknowns. And they should equal to the number of unknowns. For example, if I say y1 square plus 2y2 square plus 5y3 square. Suppose this is the canonical form. This is the canonical form. Here, what is the range? What is the index?
Both are 3, sir.
3.
Both are 3. Range is 3 and index is also 3. How many number of unknowns are there?
3.
3, sir.
So here we can have P equal to R equal to N. Index is 3, range is 3, and number of unknowns also 3. So whatever matrix associated with this canonical form, whatever quadratic form is associated with this canonical form will be positive definite. Will be positive definite. You understand it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now suppose you modify something here. You don't think that exact example I am giving. Just to make you understand, I am giving randomly example. This may not be exact problem. Okay. Now you here see. What is the number of index? What is the number of range here?
Sir, index is 2, rank is 3.
Index is 2, range is 3, and what is the number of variable?
3.
3.
3. So whether they are equal,
No, sir.
No, sir.
this index is not equal to rank. So in that condition, we cannot say this canonical form, whatever quadratic form is associated with this canonical form, will be a positive definite. Now it is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If rank is equal to index equal to number of unknown, then the associated quadratic form will be positive definite. Okay? Then positive definite means you remember that the eigenvalues are greater than 0. You remember, simply you remember that all the eigenvalues are greater than 0. Okay? Because here it is 1, here it is 2, here it is 5. There is no negative term at all. There is no 0 at all. So that's why all the eigenvalues are positive. That is in other sense you can say. Okay? But whatever thing you have studied so far, with that you can say this is the condition under which a quadratic form will be positive definite. Then sometimes eigenvalue may be 0 also. Sometimes eigenvalue may be 0. We are not going for negative thing. Understood now? So first case I told that all the eigenvalues are positive. That means none of them are negative, none of them are 0. For that I got the positive definite. Suppose we will include 0 eigenvalues also. Suppose some matrix will have 0 eigenvalues. Okay? Then what will happen? What will be the nature of the quadratic form? So for that you write positive semi definite. Positive semi definite. Okay? Positive semi definite. All the eigenvalues are positive, but it is semi, not full. Okay? Full means all the eigenvalue will be positive. Okay? So it will be positive definite, but semi. That means some term will be not positive or negative, we don't know. Okay? That means 0 is such term for which we have no idea whether it is positive or negative. Okay? So 0 will be included here. Right? Positive definite. A quadratic form Q equal to X transpose AX. A quadratic form Q equal to X transpose AX is said to be positive. Here I am not restricting this one, because if I restrict this one means no eigenvalues are 0. Okay, so that's why I am not putting this condition here. So a quadratic form Q equal to X transpose AX is said to be positive semi definite if maybe you can say R, the relation between them will be P equal to R equal to P, but they are less than the number of unknowns. They are less than the number of unknowns. Okay, that means if I say 0 into y1 square plus something 7 into y2 square plus 9 into y3 square, how many unknowns are there?
3, sir.
3,
So what is the index here?
2,
How many positive terms are there?
2,
So index is 2. How many non-zero terms are there?
2,
Sir.
So here R equal to 2, P equal to 2, but M equal to 3. M equal to 3. So what is the relation we are getting? R equal to P, and then they are less than N. That means the eigenvalues are greater than or equal to 0. Either it may be 0 or all are positive. Okay. So from there also you can able to find out it. So that is it. The thing you can remember alternatively. But in your topic, you have to learn if the rank is equal to index, but they both of them are less than the number of unknowns. Like this example, we have two positive terms. In total of non-zero terms are 2, and so rank equal to p, rank equal to index, and both of them are less than 3. Both of them are less than 3. And so this type of quadratic form is called positive semi-definite. There everybody understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If
Yes,
one
sir.
of the,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
if one of the eigenvalue is 0 and other eigenvalues are positive, then there itself you can able to say that whatever quadratic form you will have, that will be positive semi-definite. Okay. From there also you can have an idea. If one eigenvalue is 0, okay, and other one eigenvalue is 0, one eigenvalue is 0 and other eigenvalues are positive. Okay, then you can say from there itself it is semi-positive semi-definite. Then let us go to the other thing. Suppose eigenvalues are, some eigenvalues are negative. So we discuss for all positive and non-zero. Then we discuss all positive with 0. Then suppose we will go for all negative. Some negative also there. Some negative also there. Then what will happen? What will happen? Then we will define negative definite. Negative definite. Okay. A quadratic form Q equal to X transpose AX is said to be negative definite if P equal to 0, if P equal to 0 and R is equal to N. What is the meaning of P equal to 0?
Positive terms are 0.
There will be no positive terms. There will be no positive terms. And what is the meaning of second expression R equal to N?
The number of rank equal to number of variables.
Variables. So suppose I write y1 square minus y2 square minus y3 square. Suppose this is the canonical form. So what is the index here?
0.
0.
0. There are no positive terms. There are no positive terms. So P equal to 0. Then what is the range?
3.
3.
Huh?
3.
3. How many non-zero terms are there?
3.
3.
So range will be 3. Now how many number of unknowns are there?
3.
3. So N is also 3. So P equal to 0 and R is equal to N. As for the definition, what is the nature of the quadratic form associated with this canonical form? As for this definition, if we have a canonical form where each of the term are negative and they are equal to the number of unknowns, then what will be the nature of the quadratic form?
Negative definite.
Negative definite. So in short form, you can say if all the eigenvalues of the matrix are negative and non-zero, there none of them are 0. Okay. So all the eigenvalues of A are negative. Okay. And they are equal to the number of unknowns N. Then automatically P will be 0 and the range will be equal to number of unknowns. And so in that condition, we can say the quadratic form is negative definite. Under which condition? All the eigenvalues are non-zero and all of them are negative. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All the eigenvalues are
Yes, sir.
non-zero and all of them are negative. Then the quadratic form will be negative definite. Okay. Then negative semi-definite. Negative semi-definite. What will be negative semi-definite? Like your positive semi-definite. Positive semi-definite means either the eigenvalues are 0 or more than 0. In the same way, negative semi-definite means either the eigenvalues are 0 or less than all or negative means less than 0.
0.
Got it? You simply remember like this. Positive definite means all the eigenvalues are positive and non-zero. Positive semi-definite means the eigenvalues may be 0 or may be more than 0. Negative definite means all the eigenvalues are negative and non-zero. Negative semi-definite means the eigenvalues may be 0 or less than 0. Okay. So you write a quadratic form Q equal to S transpose AX is said to be negative semi-definite. Semi-definite if there will be no positive term. There will be no positive term, no positive eigenvalues. That means P equal to 0. There will be some negative term R, which is rank, positive and negative. So R, but that R is less than N. That R is less than N. For example, 0 into y1 square minus 2 into y2 square minus 5 into y3 square. What is the index here? What is the index here?
0.
0. What is the range? So P is
2.
2.
what is the
2.
2 because there are two non-zero terms. So range is 2. Now how many unknowns are there?
3 and
3.
y1, y2, y3. So n is 3. So you are having t equal to 0. R is less than n. R is less than n. Range is less than number of unknowns. And so it will be positive semi-definite, negative semi-definite. It will be negative semi-definite. Negative definite means all are negative. There will be no zero eigenvalue. Whenever coming to semi-negative means either the eigenvalues are 0 or all are negative. Okay. Similarly, positive definite means all eigenvalues are positive. If it is positive semi-definite means the eigenvalues are either 0 or all are positive. Okay. Now suppose none of them are happening. None of them are happening. None of them are happening means what we say, none of them are happening means neither positive definite nor negative definite or positive semi-definite or negative semi-definite. Then the matrix will be, that means there will be 0, there will be negative term and there will be positive term. Okay, in the canonical form. Then that will not come under any one of them. That will not come under any one of them. And so that type of form is called indefinite form. If so, write indefinite. cases we discussed? What are the cases we discussed? P equal to R equal to N, positive definite. And similarly, P equal to R but less than N. We discussed it. Similarly, another case we discussed P equal to 0, R equal to N. And another case we have P equal to 0, R is less than N. These are the four cases we discussed. This is for positive definite, this is for positive semi-definite. And this is for negative definite, this is for semi-negative definite. Okay. So if there are some cases where P will be less than R, is less than N. For such cases, we have not discussed anything. For such case, we have not discussed anything. Or suppose P is less than R and that is equal to N. Do we have such type of expression? We have P is equal to R and less than N. We have that case. But we don't have P is less than R and R is equal to N. We don't have such cases. And similarly here, P equal to 0, but R is greater than N. R is greater than N is never possible. Because the rank is not more than the number of unknown. So we will rule out it. We will rule out it. But here you can have something. Suppose you can have P is something non-zero and R is equal to what? R equal to N. P is non-zero, R equal to N. That means in the case only it is coming. There are some positive term and some negative term in the canonical form. Then the form will be indefinite. The form will be indefinite. So that I am going to give you. Indefinite. Indefinite means we cannot decide. A quadratic form which is not satisfying the above four properties is called indefinite. That means neither is it positive negative, nor it is negative definite, nor it is negative semi-definite, nor it positive semi-definite. Then we will place it in under indefinite. Okay. Then we will place it under indefinite. So if you have any question, please ask me.